Good morning. A 24-year-old Dundee man has been detained in connection with an ongoing police investigation into the recent explosion in the city. An explosive device was detonated in a tenement block on Cullen Place, breaking windows and damaging doors. Thankfully, there were no injuries, but officers said the device had the potential to kill. Inquiries are ongoing and the man remains in custody. Anyone with further information is urged to contact Tayside Police. Health officials in Scotland say they cannot be sure the outbreak of the deadly Legionnaire's disease has reached its peak. Figures released last night show 80 confirmed and suspected cases. The Health and Safety Executive and Edinburgh City Council are continuing their investigations into the possible source of the outbreak. Scottish Veterans Minister Keith Brown will travel to the Falkland Islands later this week to mark 30 years since they were liberated from Argentine forces. Mr Brown served in the Royal Marines with Arbroath-based 4-5 Commando during the conflict. He'll be paying tribute to the military personnel who didn't come back.
It's vitally important that the Scottish Government represents those veterans either from Scotland or living in Scotland or who went from Scotland at the time of the re-invasion. I think they did a tremendous job in very difficult circumstances. Some of them, of course, lost their lives. Some of them were seriously injured. And I think it's absolutely appropriate that we remembered what they did back 30 years ago.
In international news today, Spain is to become the fourth country to ask Europe for a bank bailout, with Eurozone countries agreeing to lend up to €100 billion. But the country's economy minister insists the money is not a rescue and says the money is being given in favourable conditions. Sky's business correspondent Alistair Bunkle is in Madrid and explains why there are no strings.
It doesn't come with conditions imposed on the government, unlike when Ireland or Greece or Portugal received a bailout. The only conditions that will be imposed are those that will go onto the banking system here.
The third ever WestFest kicks off at Magdalen Green later. Vintage cars, live bands and an arts and craft fair will be some of the attractions. There will also be a world record attempt at the biggest ever piggyback race. West End councillor Fraser McPherson is encouraging everyone to join in.
So the WestFest organisers are keen to get the record back in the West End of Dundee. So there will be another piggyback race on Magdalen Green on Sunday afternoon. And we really hope all residents will take part.
And in sports, Germany got their Euro 2012 campaign off to a winning start last night.